Fangio. Coach Fangio, I mean, since you don't believe racism exists, what about the Riley Cooper Philadelphia? We forgot to bring that one up yesterday, Skip. But you remember when, who's the head coach then, Skip? He's at UCLA right now, Chip Kelly.
Yeah.
They put Michael Vick and a lot of the other black players on the spot.
I've asked Michael on the show about it, and he said he regretted how he reacted.
And he said he accepted his apology.
He did.
And a lot of people, Skip, I can honestly say, I've been in a lot of situations where someone's apologized, but I have yet to hear say someone, after they apologize, well, I don't accept it.
Okay.
Everybody might say they accept it at the time because that seemed to be the right thing to do, Skip. Let's try to move past this, move it, and then you and somebody else could, off the cameras, you can work out your differences and your issues. So I expected nothing less. But it's hard for me to believe. Everybody's like, yeah, everything's cool. We back to normal. Drew never said, it's almost like Drew never said what he said. It's hard for me to believe, having been in locker rooms and having said what he said and what it means to the black community. It's hard for me to believe that everybody's like, okay, we all good now. Let's go back to normal living.
Good. I'm with you on that. Now let's look at Drew Brees' plight next year.
Yes.
He is in decline. I've told you before, he looks older to me at 41 than Tom Brady has looked at almost 43. If you look at his numbers last year, he had an awful end-of-the-year game against Jenny's Vikings. Remember, they lost in overtime in the Superdome.
He didn't play well.
He had a QBR of 47, scale 0 to 100, so he was below average, and he had a late lost fumble. Remember that with 4 minutes left that really changed and tilted the playing field. He was 35th last year among quarterbacks in completion on deep passes, completion percentage. Okay, so he's losing the deep arm strength. He can still throw those mid-ranges to Michael Thomas. We know that. But the point is this going to be his swan song year? We all think probably, and Sean Payton blurted out 2-3 weeks ago, like this is Drew's last year, and he said, well, I didn't really mean, but it sounds like he wants it to be Drew's last year. That seat that he's going to be on is getting hotter and hotter because now the world is going to be focused on Drew's performance. How will this impact his performance? And maybe there'll be some building sympathy for him because it's his last hurrah year. I don't know. But I also think, do not forget, there is a new backup quarterback there. His name is Jameis Winston. And all he did last year was lead this whole league in yards passing with over 5,000 yards passing. And he did throw the second most touchdown passes to Lamar Jackson in this league. So now he's sitting there. By the way, he is a black quarterback. And if Drew struggles, will there be a locker room groundswell of maybe we should give Jameis a shot here? Which is why, another quick development, a lot of the betting sites are taking, they say over the last 24 hours, half of the bets for MVP have now been on Jameis Winston. Wow. Because you can get him at long odds right now. But people are thinking, wait a second, maybe he will get a shot. If they are fractured, maybe Jameis gets a shot, and maybe Jameis in that offense can really flourish at a high level.
Because now what you're going to get, Skip, if the Saints struggle, everybody will go back, well, how much is this related to what Drew Brees said? So now Drew is created a narrative that didn't need to be there. Because now everybody always looks, well, was it what he said? Was it what he done? I mean, how much of this goes to what happened 3 months ago? And so a narrative has been created, be it fair or unfair. And I agree with these odds. I mean, I saw Lamar Jackson last year was 50-1. So just imagine someone getting in on that at 50-1. Somebody came up on a payday because Phil Mickelson bet on us to win the Super Bowl, and I think we had 40-something odds.
Really?
And he won like $700,000, $800,000. But that's not here, no doubt. I could or could not have done that too. But, Skip, the thing is that when you look at it, man, I would not want to be this my last year and then have this
hanging over you. Well,
that's not how you want to go out, Skip.
Obviously, from just a pure football perspective, I've already picked Brady's Buccaneers to win this division.
I'm not.
And you're still sticking with it?
Saints,
okay. Even fracture or no fracture, you think they can fight through this?
They can fight through it. I think you're overvaluing the Bucs while underestimating the Saints and Drew Brees. Now, he has a lot of the javelin throws. It seems like he's running up throwing the javelin to get the ball 40 yards down the field. But somehow he's been able to survive because he's never had Brett Favre's arm to begin with. He's never been. No one's going to say, man, you remember when he had a Mahomes arm? Nobody's going to say that about Drew Brees. He's always been, and most of the guys that have high completion percentage, Skip, Joe Montana had a high completion percentage. I think Ken Anderson had the record. they didn't have big arms, but they were pinpoint accurate. And that's what Drew is. And he's done a great job. He got all these yards and all these touchdowns doing something, Skip.
So now it took me picking the Buccaneers to get you a little bit more back.
No. I got it. I said, still, if you're right here, I still got it. I'm still picking them to take the division.
You wrote it down.
Yeah, I still got to win the division.
Well, all right. All I know is this season just got even more fascinating.
I'm getting my cases to do. I'm getting my cases to do. Courtesy of Skip.
Catching up to do, Shannon, though. How many cases of do are you down?
I'm only down like a head. Oh, after this basketball season, I'll be up.
Are you counting still?
40,
or yeah, okay. We can restart after this. Now we're back in studio. All right, guys, we have some more controversial comments to discuss now from a rookie quarterback.